Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. I just want to do a quick video on my Penn dry bag. I did a video on this last July when I was up in Juneau, Alaska. I was on a fishing trip and I put all the stuff in here and took it on the fishing boats with us. But yesterday, my wife and I borrowed a couple of kayaks and we went with some friends that were in a raft, and we went on the North Umpqua River. And I put my car keys in here, towel, water, sunscreen, some stuff like that, and rolled it all up and everything. And the back of the canoe kind of had these mesh sections that I was able to go through, and I kind of put it through the straps to kind of hold it in place. And so that was great. That was just in the back of the kayak, and then we're just cruising along. And we hit some rapids and, took on a little bit of water, but everything was fine. The biggest bunch of rapids we had, later on toward the end, well, it was about the middle of it, but it was the end of the rapids section. And we were doing good. I was keeping the nose of the canoe down and everything. And then on the last one, somehow I ended up sideways, hit and flipped and got knocked out of the kayak. I lost my hat, I lost my sunglasses, I had a shirt on just covering my legs because I'd gotten a little bit burned mountain biking yesterday morning, and so that stuff was gone, and my dry bag popped out. And as we're kind of doing everything, I was trying to hold on to the oar. I couldn't touch. I was trying to get my feet around so I could go down feet first, and everything was just kind of crazy. So I looked and my dry bag was just floating down the river, and I was like, holy cow, okay, good. At least it hasn't sunk or anything. It's floating down. I couldn't get to it. And eventually it just hit into a rock area that it stopped, and I was able to stop myself. And my friend Kevin was able to grab the kayak. I still had the oars. Got out of the water and grabbed my dry sack, but everything inside it was great. No issues. So, fantastic. Glad I had it with me and, had stuff like that, like the car keys in it just to keep it dry. But, man, when we flipped over that whole thing, I just went to the left and the kayak flipped all the way over. I was trying not to get swept underneath it. I was able to stay upriver from it and kind of stay back. So that was great. But, just kind of doing that, I did end up ripping the handle when I was up in Alaska. I put too much weight in it, and I was holding it by the handle instead of throwing it over my shoulder, and it ripped. And I'm not going to go do my Frankenstein thing with dental floss or anything. I don't want to compromise the integrity of the bag and get it, to where it's not watertight anymore. But, a bag where I'm not using this all the time, but when I do, I'm able to roll it down. It's still a good size. It fits a lot of crap in there. And then that just kept everything dry. It was really easy to see with the bright digital colors and everything. So that made it really nice. And this is a Penn brand. It does have a handle right here. But just love that thing. I was really glad I had that. If it had been any other type of thing, I, would have messed up my keys and all kinds of stuff that was in there. So that was nice. And this was something my daughter gave me for my birthday, maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, I guess it was 2 years ago. So I've used it a handful of times. I do have another river adventure planned. There's kind of a little rock island not far from my house right here. And one of these summers, hopefully this summer, I'd like to stow some crap in it, swim over to that island and just kind of crash on it, Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer style, and just have some stuff in there to be able to pull out and just spend the night and keep everything dry. So again, that's my Penn dry bag, and love this thing. I'd love to hear if you guys are using some other dry bags, or what you do when you're around water, or any type of marine applications or anything like that, river, ocean, whatever, and how you kind of keep your gear and what kind of gear you're using. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.